What's up, guys? Before I start this game, I just want to mention the elephant in the room really quick here. Bob, why is your gameplay looking a tad bit different today? Well, it's very simple. This is actually played in competition, a live CTM Futures event first round match between me and Smooth_Motion, who you see on the right there with the lovely Wizard Jensen. Whatever the hell that is, lovely gif. Not only is this my overall personal best, but it's actually my competition personal best as well, which it's always a pretty cool thing when both your personal best and comp best are the same thing. It proves that you're really good for one tournament and then suck for everything else. So let's get this match under the way, and you'll be enjoying some lovely commentary from Frenchiest Fry. You'll see her Twitch, I think, listed in the little scrolling thing. Well, not scrolling, it just pops up sometimes on the bottom there. And also, I'm actually going to be providing a bit of my own commentary over this, just because I don't really see other people commentating over their own runs, trying to give their opinions on placements and stuff like that, and I just thought it'd be cool to try that type of thing out. Just like what Cosmic did with some of his old personal bests, for those who know. Like, I love those videos. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is, I need views! Okay, hope you enjoy.
Who doesn't have a ton of burn opportunities, does get a Tetris though nonetheless, and is Tetris ready even after?
Alright, so coming into this match right here, we have an early T-spin to sell the misdrop, and then you might not have actually noticed that, but I barely get that long bar over to the left, just because I missed an input. I think I missed a rotation there, and that's very easy to do with roll, because you're just gripping the controller in such an unorthodox way where you miss an input and it's a bit harder to react. It's also just easier to miss inputs in general, in my opinion. But yeah, we're starting off there with, although it's not a bad start, it's a bit of a scary start. So when I go into competition, I always just try to think about a few like basic principles of stacking, which is like build out your left and always have a way to burn. So right now, my left wasn't really built out, so I just focused on building it out and then getting a way to burn. And as you can see, that kind of paid off. And also, I try not to take a lot of burns that aren't needed. So right there, you might have noticed I adjusted a bit earlier for a J piece. Yeah. So right here, see, I'm just going to take a safety burn there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that in my opinion. As you can see right now, I have a nice board. Good way to either put a line or just burn. Yeah.
Once again. And it's pretty close to Tetris ready, currently sitting at 172,000 points. On the other side,
you see the nice adjustment I make there with that L and the square.
Points is Eyeball, who is just
and that overhang, I know a lot of people will disagree with that, but I don't think it was terrible.
And Smooth Motion, that little bit of trouble cost him.
Yeah, right now I had to make some placements that, although I probably could have played a bit better, made my board a bit jagged, but I got some nice timed T pieces, and yeah, I got that solved. And right now my left is just bad, so I try to single out the dependency there, which does work. I get 2 T pieces, which works out very well. And that stack on the left there can be really bad. So right now I'm just focusing on solving that, which I get a nice adjustment and solve that. And also you might notice I'm doing a little bit of screen looking here, and that's just, I don't do it often, but it's usually when I'm trying to see how far ahead I am, so I can just judge how aggressive I need to play. And also if I'm in the driver's seat, like a lot of people don't realize, if you're in a driver's seat in a competition game, like you basically control how it goes. If you play consistent, maybe not more efficient than your opponent, but if you're just have a better score, you can determine just how far ahead you want to stay. That was a nice overhang, in my opinion, because I love having a right side that's free to put a bunch of, that's an S, yeah, a bunch of S's. I just think that's a great stack to just build up and get Tetris ready with, because there's a lot of burns as well. Right here, just taking a nice burn. As you can see, this is like a great stack. My left is pretty high. Right now it's a bit too flat of a stack, but we're Tetris ready. Another thing is, especially in the stack, that's a good burn, by the way. Take a note of that burn. A lot of top players do that burn and do that burn. And this burn right here as well, it's just safety, which is always nice.
Really really just showing us how Tetris is supposed to be played, really.
Yeah, man. How Tetris is supposed to be played. You might notice I don't put that long bar all the way to the right there, and that's just because it would make an arguably worse stack. Although, to be fair, those placements I made right there were scary. But I do adjust for that T, actually. That's a nice T roll. Take a burn there, and bam.
If I ever get this good at Tetris,
and you might have been thinking, wow, he got up pretty high there. And initially, I didn't want to, but when I do get high, and it is on purpose or just I can have a good board going high, it's actually not that scary because I'll always have a way to burn. This is something that I know Dog does it does a lot pretty well. And I kind of did model my stacking a bit after him because, you know, newer players look at players that are good, and then you stack like them. So right here, I notice I have a really big lead. I'm getting like 600k transition. Smooth is getting like a 450. So I'm just like, okay, man, let's not choke.
Currently sitting at 415,000 points.
Yeah, take that nice safety burn. We're now just waiting for a 2 wide. Get nice adjustment, actually. And I agree with those placements because I always have a way to burn. Although I don't choose to burn that, I do choose to burn that. And I'm just like, okay, let's get to 19. And right now, my goal is to not misdrop. Right now, I'm rolling very slowly and very precisely because I hate misdropping into 19. And I normally probably wouldn't take a burn like that, but because I just got into 19. Also, I don't think I like making that S dependency on the left, but it worked out. See, I have a great board. I can take burns, and it's not a bad stack at all. A bunch of places to put pieces. Yeah, although right now I don't like this board, but yeah, I like that opening that well up. That was a really good placement, honestly, for comp anyway. I know Superminds is watching this, and he's just like, bro, why didn't you put it the other way? Good adjustment for that T piece.
At 678,000 points.
So right now, I'm like 700k into 21. Like, this is pace I'd be good with if I was going for, like, actual pace games. So, in comp, I'm like, okay, we're chilling here. That was a nice adjustment, by the way. Basically, I also try to think about if I can get Tetris ready with the least amount of Minos. Like, if I can get, like, a perfect clearance on rows. That's not what I think of, but I think of, like, how I can keep the board as low as I can while still getting Tetris ready. And that was a placement that really showed that there.
Probably doesn't help that I'm commentating.
And right now, I take some amazing burns. That T piece was nice. You can see my reaction a bit there. But I was getting a bit of tough RNG here, so I'm forced to plug it up a bit. And then that T double flip is a bit yikes. And I wait out for a bar. I have to burn that, which was nice. And then I just plug up the whole burn, and it works out really nicely. That was some really nice burns right there. Get that over. I wait for a square there. That was not a default placement. I actually adjusted. Well, there isn't an actual adjustment made, but I was waiting for a square, and I got a square. And right here, this board gets really bad, but then I just get a lucky bailout bar. Well, not bailout, but it was a very nice bar to get.
On the other side, Smooth Motion currently sitting at 689.
As you can tell, we're just playing really good. Like, even though I'm ahead by 200,000 points, I'm not taking my foot off the gas, and that's because just the way I'm stacking right here, there's no need to, because this isn't even that aggressive stacking. I'm taking not a lot of burns, but good burns. Like that right there is a good burn. Good adjustment on that. Some people might disagree, but I like just like having a dependency that needs to be filled if I get the piece that fills the dependency next. If you understand that.
Tetris ready does get the long bar for the Tetris. A very cool burn.
Nice adjustment for bar there. Also, I over tapped that bar and put it back. You might not notice that. And I make a lot of really nice adjustments this part of the game. As you can tell by my face, I am just focused. This is one of the reasons why I think my comp is just better than my normal play, because I'm focusing a lot. Because I need my ELO, man. I need it. Okay, so I'm already at a max. I maxed out on 27, which isn't insanely impressive with my spar adjustment, by the way. But, it's still not bad. So right here, I'm like, I know I'm winning this game. I know I don't even need to know a score. I know I'm winning. So I'm just like, I'm going to go all out here. Because I don't care. And I get one Tetris with a really nicely timed bar. I put that bar there, get another Tetris, just basically asking to top out. Game rewards me. Right here, take some nice burns. Get that. Another Tetris. Now I'm at a 1.2, and I'm like, oh shoot. Let's go. Let's keep on going, man. I don't care. So I take some pretty nice burns right here. Get a really nicely timed T as well. And another Tetris C77. This is my roll PB now. And I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. Get a nice time pieces right there. Bad board. Plug it up. Gets another bar. D2. Oh. And we're still going. Get some nice burns. The stack's clean now. Stack's very clean. Building up my left, getting ready to set up for another Tetris, because that's what you just do. Actually, just did that there. But then I misdropped that, kind of panicking a bit. Missed that long bar, and that's when I know it's over. And pop off. I'm just pointing at the camera. Because my mic was muted on the restream. And also, I couldn't download the restream because I'm dumb.
Hey,
so,
welcome in. It's good to see you.
Yeah. Well, like the original stream.
He could just score a couple million in post.
I did not score a couple million post, but we got pretty close.
Hold on.
Yeah, so that was it. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll try to do a different type of commentary next time. I am thinking about actually pausing it in some places, but right now I'm not sure for time. But I was going to stream SMB today, and then there was a moth in my room, and I can't really be distracted constantly, and I spent like an hour trying to kill it because it was on the top of my ceiling, and I'm very mad right now. So let's cue the outro. Goodbye.